Hey everybody, this is my TBR for June. I have 17 books here. I did pick 17 books for last month too, and I did not finish 17 books, and I'm probably never going to finish 17 books, but I still have 17 books that I do want to finish. This gives me a good, chance to kind of, move around a little bit in the different books and kind of jump around and read different things. So, yeah, I got quite a selection here, and there's a lot of stuff that I really want to get through this month. Most of these are just summertime books that I've been wanting to read that I've held off on reading all the way till June and July. So, yeah, let's go ahead and kind of jump into it. The first two books I have here are books that I've already started. The first one is I Saw You That Night from the Point Horror series. I'm on chapter 6, I think, as of right now. Full disclaimer too, it's actually not technically June 1st when I'm recording this. It's actually May 31st, but like in 10 minutes it's going to be June 1st, so it's like 11:30. So yeah, by the time this gets out it'll be June 1st anyway, but I'm on like chapter 6 of this, and it's okay. Nothing crazy so far. I do like the summertime vibes to it, but R.L. Stine does do a really good job at writing summertime books, so yeah, I Saw You That Night. Nothing crazy so far yet, but that's one of the books I'll be finishing this month, God willing. The next book I have here is a book that I'm actually buddy reading with a good friend of mine. This is Lost in Stink Eye Swamp. This is a book that I had on my TBR for last month, and I just never got around to it. And we agreed to put this back on the TBR. It's kind of a summer type book. It doesn't really feel like a summer type book. It's I've only explored one storyline, and I think I got all of the endings in this one storyline. I'm going to do a little bit of reading tonight, hopefully. Yeah, but I think I've gotten all of the storylines. This is the Annabelle storyline, the one that I'm doing, and I'm a little mixed on it, but more on the review for that later on when I get to it. But yeah, that's Lost in Stink Eye Swamp, buddy read. Can't wait to finish that. Speaking of buddy reads, I have. Okay, well, I didn't put them in the order that I wanted to, but yeah. I picked out The Weekend from Christopher Pike. I will be buddy reading this too. It's been a while since I've read a Christopher Pike book. I read Remember Me a couple of months back, and yeah, I didn't really want to look at another Christopher Pike book for a while, but long story short, that book sucked. But yeah, this is The Weekend. Fun fact, I actually used to go to this little book swap place that was close to my house, and that was actually the first place I discovered Christopher Pike books. And this isn't the book that I got, but I do have that book that I got from that place. And yeah, I actually got like 3 copies of this book. This one, and the font is different on the one that I got. The font's like more over here. I'll do some like comparisons or something whenever I do a review on it. But yeah, this is The Weekend by Christopher Pike. The next book I picked out a camp book. This is Camp Out in the new Fear Street series, number 2. Yeah, it's a camp book in Fear Street. I mean, you got to have at least one, you know. But yeah, I'm going to hopefully get through that too. Next book is another buddy read. This is I Know What You Did Last Summer by Lois Duncan. I've never read a Lois Duncan book. I have actually quite a few books from her, and I really want to read some. And I Know What You Did Last Summer is the perfect one to start off with. I mean, why wouldn't you? You know, I've seen the movie a long time ago. You know, I try to forget like most of it, so I kind of go in fresh. But I think I remember a majority of it. But still, maybe the book's really fun. The next one I have is another buddy read. This is an original Fear Street book, Haunted, book that I've never read before. This cover could use some work, but yeah, I will be buddy reading this as well. This is like number 5 in the series, I think, and I've never read it, and I really need to. I really need to knock this one out. I've actually heard it's pretty decent, so yeah. All right, I got another buddy read coming up. This is The Beast Beneath the Boardwalk, and a while back ago, I was at a Goodwill and found 2 Shivers books, and I gave them to the same friend that I'm buddy reading all these other books with, and you know, she decided let's buddy read the Shivers books that we got, so that'd be pretty fun. I haven't heard anything about this book. I will say that I get the cover for this in the ghastly shade of green. Really confused. I swore I had the Ghastly Shade of Green in my collection. I do not. So that's The Beast Beneath the Boardwalk. And next, we have another buddy read. This is, fun fact, this is actually the book that actually really wanted me to, this is the book that made me really want to reread the original Goosebumps series. This is The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. I'll be buddy reading this. This is the book that I picked for this month. And mostly because I don't remember anything about this book. I remember the cover mostly, and that's it. And that's really why I wanted to really wanted to start rereading the series, because there's certain ones I just don't remember, like this one, Go Eat Worms, My Best Friend is Invisible, even I Live in Your Basement, like all of those. Like I Live in Your Basement, I remember saying that I do not like. Like I did not like that as a kid. I'm going to see how I like it as an adult. So, yeah. Again, I don't really need to go into too much explanation for why I'm reading the series again. It's mainly for nostalgic and just to see how they hold up, like what my different tastes, have turned into. So far, it's been about the same. I've read The Cuckoo Clock of Doom and Don't Go to Sleep, and they're both about how I remembered them, except Don't Go to Sleep. I think I liked it a little bit more. But yeah, Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, summertime, farms, yeah. And next is another buddy read. This is The Awful Apple Orchard. Again, this is just another Shivers book that my friend got that I found. I sent them to her. And yeah, this is The Awful Apple Orchard. So can't wait to read that. All right. I think the rest of these are just books that I'll be reading by myself. Yeah, I think. All right. So first, I have Invasion of the Body Squeezers Part 1. All right. Another fun fact time. I've actually read Invasion of the Body Squeezers Part 2, like when I was a kid. I've never read Part 1. So I'll be reading Part 1. I am going to be rereading the Series 2000 books too, along with the original Goosebumps series. So, ever since I started the whole YouTube thing, I really wanted to start, getting fresh takes on them. So, yeah, I do have a fun story about this one too. And maybe I'll tell the story whenever I kind of get there. But yeah, Invasion of Body Squeezers Part 1. I'm going to hopefully knock this out and then maybe do Part 2 next month. All right, continuing with number 2, we have Spooksville, The Howling Ghost. I've actually heard this isn't very great, but I do want to read all the Spooksville books, and I've read 1, and number 2, I mean, it looks very summery type, so yeah, I definitely want to finish that. This is Spooksville, number 2, The Howling Ghost. Can't wait to knock these out. There's some of these I just really look forward to reading. That one, not so much, but, I still want to read it. All right. Going back to the Give Yourself Goosebumps series, I picked Night of a Thousand Claws. This definitely has a summer type feel to it. There's like lighthouses and, different things like that. Just like The Howling Ghost had a lighthouse. I picked, Night of a Thousand Claws. All right, the next one is my last Give Yourself Goosebumps book that I picked. This is Ship of Ghouls. I haven't heard much about this, but it's definitely a summer type book. I mean, you got a shark on the front cover ripping through a sunken ship. I mean, pretty cool, Maybe this would be pretty good. I think if I was a kid, I guarantee you I would have picked this out just because it had a shark on the front of it. All right, continuing on. This is a book that I actually didn't think that I would pick. So let me start by saying, all right, so I was going to do Horror Hotel Part 2 this year because I've read Part 1. And I was going to do it, and then I realized I didn't even do a YouTube video for Part 1. And I didn't remember enough about it, but I remember really liking it. And I might just reread both, or reread the first one and then read the second one. So until then, I just decided just to grab a regular Ghost of Fear Street book that I haven't read. This is Field of Screams. This is a book that I've never read. I'm not really into sports books, but, it seems kind of summer type book. So I decided to go with that. I only have like a few more Ghost of Fear Street books to read before I actually read all of them. But again, I'm going to be rereading everything anyway to do for YouTube. So, yeah. Field of Screams, Ghost of Fear Street. I guess I kind of look forward to reading that. All right. We're jumping back into the Bone Chiller series. This is The Queen of the Gargoyles. Haven't read this. I know it's like a summer type book. Yeah, definitely want to try to tackle that one. It's been a little while since I read a Bone Chiller's book. What, like 2 months ago, maybe? Yeah, I look forward to that. So, all right, we got two more, and the first one I have here is The Tale of the Campfire Vampires. This is a camp book. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I still have not yet to read an Are You Afraid of the Dark book, so wish me luck. Hopefully this one's pretty good. It'll give me more excuses to buy more. I have 4 of these books, and yeah, I definitely need more. So, this is Are You Afraid of the Dark? Tale of the Campfire Vampires. This is actually by Clayton Emery. I never noticed that. I noticed most of these have like John Peel, I think. Yeah. And last, but certainly not least, shout out to Spongy. You talked me into it. I'll be doing The Ghost of Devil's Marsh, hopefully this month. He said this is the best Shivers book, which is not saying much because I think most of them probably aren't that great. I've actually been having a lot of fun reading them. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this holds up. This has one of the best covers too. This is an absolute beautiful cover. So yeah, that's my last book that I have for my TBR for June. I'm thinking it's summertime type too. I think it even says something about summer. Like they spend. Yeah, it's like a cozy coastal island. Yeah, got to be summertime. So yeah, that's my TBR for this month, guys. Like I said, I probably will not finish all of these books, and you might actually see some different things pop up here and there. So, be on the lookout. But yeah, that is my TBR. I got a little bit of everything. I got a lot of buddy reads. I got a lot of regular books that I'll be reading just by myself. So yeah, if you guys have read any of these books and you have any thoughts and comments, please let me know in the comments below. I'm looking forward to hear what you guys think about it. I'm very excited to read what I got here. I was actually looking forward to doing my summer TBR just as much as like Halloween and Christmas and stuff like that. So yeah, I actually had this picked out like 2 days ago. But yeah, thank you all for like the buddy reads that I have that are coming up and all of the people that have been watching. So this is my, that's it. This is going to be my TBR for June, guys. Wish me luck. Please let me know in the comments below what you think about my choices. See you in the next video. Bye.